everyone, welcome to Emsley Lodge for another week. Absolute ripping week on the running track last week. We had 5 or 6 runners, and I think only one of them finished out of a place. We went off to Stall last Friday, and were lucky enough to train a double up there, which was great. A little filly called Misspiel. She ran third at Terrain her first start, and then second up. She improved. She had a really tough run, and was very, very strong at the line. She's been an interesting horse because she's always been a sort of a bit small and a bit weak, and never had a really good action, but to the credit of the owners, they gave her plenty of time, and now she's a Christmas 3-year-old and got 7 or 8 months of 3-year-old racing ahead of her, and she certainly just, I thought she went super the other day. An old horse called 4 Days of My Life. He came from another stable, sort of more or less finished his racing career, and he's just absolutely thrived since he's been here at the farm. He's lives in a paddock all day, and we don't do a real lot with him. He loves just bowling up the hill here at the farm, and he's as happy as at the moment, and he had a tough run also, and was very, very strong at the line. He'll step out the next couple of weeks in better graded races, and I'm sure he's definitely a horse to follow, because I think he's a pretty good horse. He just hasn't had any luck sort of early in life. Would have loved to have had him as a 3-year-old or something. He would have been a bloody nice horse. But anyway, he's all good. Another couple of horses worth mentioning, a little filly called Bryanna. She hasn't shown us a real lot, but we threw a set of blinkers on her the other day at Yarra Glen, and she went forward, and she ran third, which was great. She's going to go to the paddock now and come back in sort of a winter racing, and she should win a couple of races pretty easily. Another horse called Dempezo. We took him up the bush the other day and tried riding him forward, and he went terrible, so we rode him completely upside down at Warrnambool the other day, and rode him very, very quiet, let him get home, and he worked home to the line beautifully. He'll step up to a 1400 or so next start, and then when he gets to a mile, he should be pretty winning. And our little girl Moralto, 4 starts, 4 seconds. God, I don't know what to do. We're tinkering around with a heap of gear. She's obviously a well above average horse, so we're going to start running her in some really stronger races. If she's going to run second, she may as well run second in an $80,000 race rather than a $20,000 race. But I don't think I've ever had a horse that had 4 starts for 4 seconds, but hopefully she can break her duck in the not too distant future. Yeah, runners this week will be a reasonably busy week. We'll start off at Camperdown on Saturday, and we'll take Severn Road to the Camperdown Cup. He raced a while ago at Geelong and really pulled up bad in his feet, and we've been a real struggle to get him back. But his work yesterday was as good as I've seen it for a long time, and he sort of had a bit of a spring in his step again this morning. So he'll head off to the Camperdown Cup. We'll hopefully can draw a barrier and we can go forward on him and be in the first 3 or 4, and he'll be obviously pretty competitive there if we take him. We'll go to Kilmore on Monday. We'll take a horse called Dempezo. He's having his 3rd start for us, and we rode him a bit differently the other day, and he got to the line good. Steps up to the 1450, which should suit, and then go to a mile after that. I think he'll be winning. We've also taken a really nice filly called Kawabata back there again. She won at Kilmore over a mile last start. She goes up to the 1900 metres, jumping up in grade to 64 grade, which is a fair jump, but she certainly seems to be going well. She's a genuine staying filly, and we'll just put our toe in the water a little bit to that sort of distance and see how she goes. If all's good there, we may even target, if she's pretty competitive and wins there, we may even target something like a Tassie Oaks for her, but nice sort of filly. Tuesday we head off to Warrnambool, going to run 2 horses. A horse called King Manu is going to step out first up. Trialled up really good the other day. This will be too short for him, but he'll get back and run home strong, and probably 3rd up will be his go when he gets to probably a mile or 1700, but had a few reshoes last time, that horse, and he's over all them now, and he's going extremely well. Little horse called Tejano's Tail. We've been mucking around a bit with him. We put a bit of gear on him this week, and going to ride him off the speed, and I've no doubt he'll just steam to the line. 1700 at Warrnambool, and he will be massive odds. Wouldn't hurt to have $5 each way. On Wednesday at Geelong, we'll take a horse called 4 Days of My Life. He's going to run in a 78 graded race, and that sort of gives us a bit of a line on exactly where he's going to sit in the big picture of things. He won well at Stall the other day, so we're going to put him in a fairly strong race and just see how he goes. But he's very bright and well, and I'm sure he'll perform really well. Nice staying horse called Northern Soul. He's only the 2 starts for 2/3, goes to 1700 metres, should suit him. I reckon he'll be pretty hard to beat up there. Josh will ride him. He'll sit midfield, and he'll steam to the line. His work through the week's good, so he's all ready to rock and roll. And a little filly called Misspiel, she won well the other day in a pretty lowly graded maiden, but I thought she was pretty impressive the way she won. We'll throw her in a pretty strong race in a 1200 metre 64 for 3-year-olds, and that'll sort of also give us a bit of a line on where she heads in the future.
Hi everyone. Bit off the mark last week, but let's get into it and pick some winners for this week. Straight to Flemington, race 5, number 3, Garood. And race 7, number 6, Tried and Tired. I really like this horse. Corstons with Ollie on board. Good value, around about the 7 or 8 to 1. I think he'll get the goods home for us. My value bet Saturday is race 9, number 12 at Flemington, Bishop's Castle. Steve Brown horse, down in the weights with a claimer on board, on his home track, somewhere around 15 to 1. And I think he'll be the value bet of the day. So good luck, good punting, and we'll see you next week.
That's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks very much for watching. Yeah, lots of sales happening. We went to the Magic Millions and we bid on a few horses, and they're probably just a little bit too dear for what we wanted to pay for them. But we'll probably come home with one out of the sale, which a client has bought. But we won't be syndicating any up. Going to New Zealand next week, and then the classic sale after that. And there's obviously a couple of really nice horses going there. Really good news. A few clients are going to come with us, so that should be a good bit of fun time for us all, and spend time over in New Zealand, which is great. Interesting this week, Johnny Dunn, the marketing manager there at the racing club, he gave notice. So John was quite instrumental in getting us to sponsor the Emsley Lodge Classic on Geelong Cup Day. So John will be missed. I'm sure he's. I think he's going to the harness racing. So I'm sure John will be a great asset to somebody there. Until next week, see you later.
Number 1. And then value bet for Caulfield is in race 5, Lumosity, race 5, number 6. So good luck with this week with your bets, and I don't know what to say. My value bet will be race 5, number 6, Lumosity. I've done it again, Rob. Then moving on to the value bet, which will be race 5, number 6 in Lumosity. Oh, I did it again, didn't I? I'm going for my best bet on Caulfield at Sun. What is that?